I'm Detective Marcus Hale. At the New York Forensic Division, they call me the man who listens to the silence of the dead. A strange title, I know, but some silences speak louder than words, louder than words. Every death leaves an echo. Sometimes that echo stays at the scene. Sometimes it wanders through dreams. It was 5:43 that morning. Fog was crawling through the gray streets of Brooklyn when the call came through the radio. Female body inside the house. Door locked from within. When I arrived, rain was dripping from the roof, sliding down the walls. It felt as if the house itself was crying. The victim, Emily Carter, 30 years old, photographer. She'd been missing for a week. The door was locked from the inside, windows unbroken, a murder, but no trace of one. Yet something was deeply wrong. All the cameras were off, and every mirror in the house was turned to face the wall, as if someone wanted to hide the reflections. It was 5:43 that morning. Fog was crawling through the gray streets of Brooklyn when the call came through the radio. Female body inside the house. Door locked from within. When I arrived, rain was dripping from the roof, sliding down the walls. It felt as if the house itself was crying. The victim, Emily Carter, 30 years old, photographer. She'd been missing for a week. The door was locked from the inside, windows unbroken, a murder, but no trace of one. Yet something was deeply wrong. All the cameras were off, and every mirror in the house was turned to face the wall, as if someone wanted to hide the reflections. The autopsy couldn't determine a cause of death. No poison, no trauma, no weapon marks, nothing. It was as if her heart had simply stopped. But her neural activity continued for 1 full minute after clinical death. Electric waves firing chaotically, irregularly, like the final flicker of a nightmare. We had to access Emily's last dream. Yes, you heard me right. We can see the dreams of the dead now. With new neurotech, the final imprints of consciousness can be decoded from the brain after death. They call it REM-ECHO. My job is to interpret the symbols inside those dreams. But what I saw in Emily's dream pushed the limits of the human mind. The first image that appeared on screen was a mirror. Behind it, a woman walking through the dark, but her reflection moved on its own. Then a voice, "You see me, but I am not you." The dream lasted only seconds. Then the feed cut out, system crash. The technician turned to me, pale. "Detective, this can't be possible." The voice in the dream looked straight into the camera. Someone inside her dream knew they were being watched. It wasn't just a dream, it was awareness. Later that afternoon, I met Dr. Lydia Monroe, the psychiatrist from the city hospital. She'd been treating Emily. As I reviewed her notes, the picture grew clearer. In recent months, Emily had claimed someone else was living in her reflection. She'd watch that person in her dreams, then cover her mirrors with blankets every morning. In her dream, Lydia said, the woman in the mirror was breathing, Marcus, and Emily was only watching. Dr. Monroe had diagnosed it as paranoid schizophrenia. But Emily's final dream proved she wasn't insane. She'd seen something real. The next night, I stayed late at the precinct, reviewing footage again. In front of the building, I noticed a shadow, motionless, facing the window directly. I zoomed in. The face of the shadow was mine. My throat went dry, then a whisper right beside my ear. "You called me, Marcus." That night, I dreamed for the first time. I was in a room made entirely of mirrors. In one of them, Emily. She pressed her hand against the glass and said, "Whoever killed me is watching you now." When I woke, the clock read 3:33 a.m. The police radio turned on by itself. Silent witness and is listening. The next morning, I went to Emily's old studio. Hundreds of photos covered the walls, not all blurred. Except one, a clear image. Me, standing beside Dr. Monroe, and behind us, Emily's reflection in the mirror. But the photo was dated 3 months before I ever met her. On the back, a note: "When the timeline breaks, dreams bear witness." I tried calling Lydia, no answer, phone off. An hour later, a message came over the police radio: "Female body found. Identity confirmed, Dr. Lydia Monroe." The department wanted the case closed. But I still saw the dream every night. The mirrors breathed. The reflection watched me. And the voice never stopped. Dreams don't end before death, Marcus. They continue. After it, I'm making this recording today because I can no longer tell what's real and what's dream. If someone ever finds this tape, remember, some murders have no witnesses. Only silence speaks. Chapter 8, Beyond the Mirror. This morning I woke up to find the mirrors gone. Only dark voids remained, and within that darkness, someone was watching me, wearing my face, but it wasn't me. The time has come, Marcus. Your dream will now be recorded. I tried to stop the recorder, but the system glitched. REM-ECHO active. Recording in progress. And if you're hearing this story now, maybe you've heard the same echo too. A dream within a witness's eyes. The silent witness. Maybe we only think we're dreaming, but in truth, someone is watching, seeing their own dream through us. Every death leaves an echo, and some echoes never fade. I'm Marcus Hale. If you can hear this voice, know that dreams never die. The silent witness has ended, but the echo is still here.